on my way to Sierra Leone. My sister sitting next to me in a red car. There is a man sitting close to us on the back seat of the car. He is too ugly and old, wearing dirty clothes and too scary to look at. He looks like someone who had just come from a jail, or a robber who kidnaps people and robs people's house. He is asking too many questions to my sister, and I can see she is uncomfortable.
Preschool was the days of my life. Not doing homework, assignments, and no exams. The only thing that reminds me of these days is a photo in my wallet that my mum took when I was in preschool. I was wearing a coloured checkered shirt with jeans.
I love Cristiano Ronaldo like my best thing in my life. I love to wear a hat look like John Cena. I like my friend looks like my brother and my sister. I want to make my dream to come true. I buy a pen, it broke. I buy another one, it returned my life again.
The road is long and winding, impossible to follow, like a 12-page badly plagiarized essay that wasn't any good in the first place.
The life is like a pencil. The pencil is still writing until the life ends. At the end, the pencil will finish. Nothing will be relating to the pencil except the bill for writing.
Mom lazing around the house, pathetically asked me, the oldest child and the only daughter, to cook rice for a family of 8, mostly boys. Dad doesn't eat regularly at home, and basically he doesn't eat at all. I may not know his reasons, but I would still prefer he ate at least once in a while.
Brother, she don't care about my heart. She can't hear my voice. So forget her. It's hard, as I try to stop breathing.
Tom walked down the street. He fell. He died.
At the park one day. It was windy and sunny. The most beautiful flowers blossoming all over the grass. Up and down my old childhood swing, I began to start laughing and smiling of what once was.
Lurnea 1. I think Lurnea have a big swimming pool at the front of the school. Lurnea 2. I thought Lurnea High School have many Chinese people. Lurnea 3. I thought that people in Lurnea High School are smart.
My brother and I argue with our parents. We both get out of the house. We sit down on the balcony, eyes closed, wrapping the warmth around my little brother.
The girl ran across the road, clutching tightly to her little brother's arm. The rain that was pouring softly began to sizzle wildly, and together they raced to school.
Hey Peter, I like Egypt. That Egypt was a beautiful country. I wouldn't really want to leave Egypt, but I must leave because of the problems there.
I was born in Baghdad, in Iraq. We lived in a big house with stairs. In summer, we used to sleep on the roof. I was living in Iraq, then Jordan, and after that I came to Australia. When I came to Australia, I was really excited, but nervous at the same time because I came to a new country and the language was really hard.
Sleeping in my bed, I heard a noise. I got up with the baseball bat. It was only my brother. It's 3 a.m. What do you want? All I want is more loves on Candy Crush. I hit him with the bat. Bang!
I bought my iPod for my brother for $40 and a cup of tea.
When she was 6, my sister asked me to teach her how to speak. Her fluttering hands reminded me of the wings of a butterfly, and I didn't know how to explain that a voice was not something to be learnt. Instead, I told her that when she was old enough, the swallows that nested outside her window would give their voices to her.
It was the first day of preschool. Son, are you ready yet? I slipped on my sweater, my soft fluffy sweater. I was panicking. It seemed like I was an ice cream on a sunny day.
Me and my friend, we were walking and talking. Suddenly, a black car came to us, and there was a man in the car. He was scary, and he had a long pin, and he was ugly. We ignored him, and we walked away, but he kept following us. When we get to school, we told the policeman and he arrested him.
10 of my family in the living room. My uncle drops his cigarette and collapses to the floor. 9 people alive in the living room, knowing that there is a void that will never be filled.
The tiger stalks me as I enter her territory. She gives me a roar of warning and charges at me. I quickly step back and I stand my ground. I silently raise my gun, but before I could, she jumps. I boasted that I fought a tiger whose name is my sister.
We buried the hatchet later and I promised him to be best friends ever. I am moving away from my childish behavior. I cease to be naughty again. My words of regret to him.
Asleep. Explosion. The microwave. Asleep.
My mother left when I was 1, but somehow she's still here. Somehow she still hears us. Well, no matter what, she will always be in my heart. If death was what you're thinking, then thought is what you should be bringing. Because my mother only divorced from my dad, but I think it's something he should have had. I'm sad to think that I'm going to wake up to no mother, but I guess that's life, a simple wonder.
On the bed, in the house, the bed started floating up. I sat on the bed. The dog died. It's dinner time. Shed, wind, exploded.
My mom told me that my dad chose my name for me when I was in year 1. I was always the last name on the roll. I really hated my name at first because it started with N, which is one of the last letters. At that time, I really wanted to change my name to a name start with A or B so I could be the first all the time.
The next morning, she woke up in a strange place. Lulu screamed for help, but no one was there. She was alone. Suddenly, she saw a pond. She looked at her reflection. One drop of tear on the pond. Lulu saw something glowing.
Locating Ultimatrix. Ultimatrix found. Let's go! The day my life changed. 30th of July 2011. It was a Saturday and my favorite show was on. Ben 10 Ultimate Alien. Everyone was ready, so my mum told us it was time to go. I argued with her. I mean, what did she have against me? Ben 10 was on. I finally decided that I couldn't argue with her anymore. I turned the TV off and got my things. I'm Ebony and this is the day my life changed.
Every Thursday, winter or summer, frisbees of metal plates filled with gravy and cauliflower would soar from the veranda of the children's ward over the tall, grubby roofs of Camperdown.
I was in my room, me and my brother playing GTA 5, when he wouldn't give me a go. I then turned on my wheelchair and attempted to run him over. He then gave me the remote.
My little brother kept on raging. He kept on dying on Call of Duty. He dropped the controller, jumped around and yelled in front of the TV like a crazy psycho.
My sister and I were fighting over the remote. She pinches me. I am washing my hands and there is a scar. It's been there since I was 5.
I'm a blue fluffy teddy bear and my biggest challenge is not giving up on my diet. I think I've got too much fluff.
On the field, grand finals, but I'm thinking of victory and success. Yeah!
The glistening blue sea shone in the moonlight. I was amazed how beautiful and crystalline it was. It felt like I was being pulled towards it. I could not resist, so I decided to throw my cousin in.
In the middle of the night, at the park, a young man appeared through the darkness. He was walking quietly. That's all I wrote. The end.